You've talked about campaign financing, Republican problems, things like that. Isn't the real reason that you're not running because Tom Kean is just about unbeatable?
No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, Tom Kean is infinitely beatable if the right kind of campaign is conducted. An issue-oriented campaign, a very vigorous campaign, designed to ensure that the responsibility for state inaction is appropriately placed. I'm going to work with whomever the Democratic nominee is to make sure that the people of the state have an opportunity to pass upon the Kean administration record with regard to environmental cleanup, solid waste. There are just multitudes of issues that really haven't been developed and have to be developed. So it's got to be an issue-oriented campaign to ensure success, and I'm convinced Democrats have the capability of doing that.
You've made it known that in the past that you want to be governor. How disappointed are you about this decision for whatever reasons that you've made?
Well, I make my decisions and then you live with them. There are lots of things that I have responsibilities for in Washington. The Reagan administration, I assume with the passive concurrence of the Republicans in New Jersey, in the process of dismantling Amtrak, the National Rail Passenger System, trying to give away Conrail. All of these things are areas that I'm intimately involved with. The Superfund is expiring at the time when the Reagan administration is trying to just walk away from our toxic waste dump sites. So I've got more than enough to do that's of significance to the people of the state. Right,
but personally, when you go home at night, that kind of thing, are you disappointed? How do you feel about it? We know that your work in Washington is valuable and all that, but you have expressed in the past an interest in being governor.
Well, I'm in public service. I'm in government to do what I think I can do to deal with the political needs, the social needs of our country and our state. And I think the decision that I've just made is designed to put me in the best position to deal with what I regard as the most significant issues that we'll be facing. In many respects, the philosophy out of Washington and that same philosophy out of Trenton for the last 3 or 4 years has really jeopardized many of the basic structures that we have in this country. And I feel that it's a very important thing for me to do to make sure that people are aware of it and to try to offer alternatives. And I think I can do that in a larger framework in my responsibilities in the way that I'm conducting them now.
But you're not ruling out a run next time around?
Well, that's a long time. 4 years is long. In politics, a couple of weeks is a lifetime. So I have not got any present plans to have a timetable for other things.
Okay, stay right there for 1 second, if you will. Okay, we just need to get a couple of reaction shots. So, no go on the MX.
Yes, the president apparently is doing a full court press in Washington on that, and it just makes absolutely no sense. I mean, it's a $40 billion weapon system that's very expensive missiles. They cost about $250 million each into silos that 10 years ago we determined were vulnerable, and that the Soviet Union knows where all of them are. And to say that this is any sort of an important part of our defense strategy is not. It is my concern about what it is that's happening in this country under the Reagan administration philosophy, how it will manifest itself here in New Jersey, and the fact that I am troubled about the developments that I see happening that will impact adversely on the people in New Jersey. And my belief that I can be of more significance to the state of New Jersey, to the Democratic Party, to our gubernatorial nominee, and to all of our assembly candidates in this year's election. Candidate Tom Kean in 1981 promising people that he was going to cut taxes, when in fact he has not cut taxes, but rather increased taxes over the last 4 years. Promising to make government smaller in the state, more efficient, leaner. And we've seen the state budget in the last 4 years go from $5.8 billion to $8.8 billion, a $3 billion increase in state government at a time when few, if any, feel that they're getting better service out of state government.